Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Resin Me Up. As you can see, I have lots of goodies on my table. So let me tell you what we're going to do today. And this may turn into a two-part video, but we are going to do a memorial piece. And I'm sure you guys remember a few weeks back when my husband's uncle passed away, and I put him in my video. His name was Uncle Larry. Well, Shelby, his granddaughter, brought me back a bunch of flowers from his funeral and asked me to dry them, and asked me if I would make her something, and maybe if I had enough flowers to make something for her mom and her brother. So I did dry the flowers, and so I think I've come up with something. And so today we're going to start that process. But before I get into that, I wanted to show you guys something. I ran to Hobby Lobby yesterday because I needed a bunch of things, and I just love their Market Square stuff, and especially their spatulas. So for $1.49, you can get their 8.5 inch by 1.6 inch spatulas. I love them because they scrape your cups, everything perfectly. I got one in every color. So I wanted to show these to you. They're silicone spatulas. They work great. As you guys have seen me using this one over and over and over again. And so I got one in every color, and they're $1.49 a piece. So if you're at Hobby Lobby, go into their Market Square section, and they have them in big sizes and this size. And I love this size. So yeah, perfect little spatulas to clean cups, bowls, everything in here that you guys can think of. They're great little spatulas. So yeah, I just want to tell you about that. Market Square, $1.49, and they're great. Okay, so today, let me show you what we're working with. So I got this mold off of Temu. Let me move some stuff out of the way here so you can see. Uh-oh. Can't lose clippers in the trash can. And it is a bowl mold. And you'll notice it has all these little lines on the side. And this bowl is almost 8 inches around. And then I think it's like almost 3 inches tall. So it's a good size bowl. But we're going to make the bowl out of Magic Pour today. And we're going to marble this bowl. And while I was at Hobby Lobby, our Hobby Lobby is a little behind the times. And so our Hobby Lobby finally got mixed to mold stuff in. So Larry's favorite colors were any blues. So I picked up the mixed to mold blue and teal in their mixed to mold colors by Brie Reese. And we're going to use these colors today to marble this bowl. And these are $3.99 at my Hobby Lobby here. I don't know how much they are anywhere else, but that's how much they are here. And they are 0.67 fluid ounces. Now, I've never used anything mixed to mold before, but I wanted to get these colors to marble with because I know that you have to have the right thing to marble with. So that's what we're going to do. So let's mix up our color, our powder here. Let me move this out of the way so we don't get stuff all over it this way. And we're going to mix up some powder. Now, I looked on Temu and tried to see how many ounces that mold was. Of course, there was nothing anywhere that said how many ounces that was. So again, I'm going to guess. Oh, goodness. Get this off of here. Oh, sorry about that. So loud. And how in the world Sylvia's hair got in here, I have no idea. All right. Normally, I use my stainless steel bowl, but today I decided to use this one. So we're just going to mix up some here. We're supposed to weigh this, so let me get some in here and then we'll see what we got. 3, 4, 5. We're going to start with 6. Let's see how much that weighs. All right, so let's see what we got here. I think I'm just going to put in an even 2 grams. Okay. Okay, now we'll add this. And then we'll give this a stir. And here we go. All right. Okay, there it is. I will be back when this is ready to come out of the mold. Okay, see you in a little bit. Okay, y'all, this is still really warm. So I don't think it's ready to come out because it's still really warm. But I do want to show you what the next thing is I'm pouring. I've already got it prepared, and that is the Cardinal mold from Into Resin. Can't have a memorial piece without a Cardinal because you know what that is. I am going to use the Let's resin dye, the bright red and the ruby red. We're going to start with one and add whichever as we need it. Now, I have brushed the inside of the mold, but I don't want to give that away because I don't want you to see what I've done to it yet. So I measured it with water. The mold holds 2.5 ounces. So I mixed up 4. So after the Cardinal mold, all I have left from Into Resin is the snowman candle holder. And I'm still working on what I'm going to do with that. And then I've got 2 more things that are new from Let's Resin. And then I'm going to join in on Froggy Friday this week. And then we have Coasting Through the Week on Wednesday. I'm going to get a video in every day this week, you guys. I've got to get caught up on my channel. Most definitely. I'm so far behind. My views are showing it. And so, yeah, I've got to get caught up. If I'm not careful, they're going to kick me out. Oh, that wouldn't be good, would it? All right. So, we'll finish mixing this up here. And then we'll get some color added in there. Okay, so that's equal parts of the ruby and the bright red. 15 drops of each. What do you think? It's kind of a pretty color. I like it. All right, well, we're going to go with that. I need to run this through my vacuum chamber now that I've just totally instilled bubbles in all of it. And this is the Let's Resin, casting resin. 3 ounces of A and 3 ounces of B. And let me run this through my vacuum chamber and we'll come back and we'll pour it in there. Okay. BRB. Okay. So now that we got the bubbles out of it, what do you think about that color? Pick up my light here. Isn't that pretty? I think it looks good. And by the way, for you guys that's been wanting to know, I keep forgetting this is a light bulb and it says "Be the Light." I got it at Hobby Lobby. All right, here we go. Let me wipe this off because this is what I'm going to pour it onto. Put this over. And I'm going to stick this right down inside there and we're just going to pour it right on there. Oh, I was going to tell you guys, do any of you watch Miss Francis over at Beeden Custom Crazy Crafts? Oh my goodness, I was watching her live on Friday night. Oh, poor Miss Francis. She made a mold of a dragon head. Oh, you guys, I felt so sorry for her. She was trying to get that mold out, or that dragon out of that mold, and it was stuck. Like, she literally tried and tried and tried and tried and tried and tried to get that out of there. And I mean, literally pulled and yanked and poured alcohol and poured water and poured soapy water and just yanked and yanked and yanked and yanked and yanked on that thing. And she just couldn't get it out of there. She called someone from upstairs. I don't know if it's her daughter. I'm not familiar with all her kids, or I'm assuming it was her daughter. So she came down and did some did some tugging and pulling, and the head got free, but couldn't get the back part out of it. So she commences to cutting on it. And I mean, it's a big giant, like I'm talking this big of a mold. She commences to cutting on it, and that helped a little bit, but it still would not come out of that mold. So finally, she said, the young lady said, "Do you want me to go get so and so?" David, I think was the name. And so he came down and he grabbed onto the head. She grabbed onto the end and he started wiggling it. And that thing came right out of there. Well, what was keeping it in there was this dragon literally had horns that were probably this long. And that's what was keeping it stuck in there. But let me tell you something, guys. If you haven't seen this video, you need to go check it out, because this dragon that she made a mold of, oh my God. If you guys like dragons, this dragon was beautiful. The details on this dragon were phenomenal. And it was just amazing, this dragon head. I loved it. I don't know if she needs to, I didn't see her pour it because I got in late to the video, and her counterpart, Miss Jeannie, wasn't there, so she couldn't help her, but I guess they have a system down where they know how to get these things out of there, and she wasn't there, so that was also part of the problem too. So anyway, I've got a bubble down here. And so anyway, if you haven't seen it, you need to go check it out, because the end result was well worth it. I mean, it was just amazing. Let that cure. Oh, well, let's get this out of here. It's all cooled off now. And this mold is kind of a different mold. It's not like a regular silicone mold. It's kind of a different texture. Because it says it's for like cement type stuff. Oh, look at that. So what we're going to do is we're going to put resin in this and make it look like water. Well, we're going to make this into literally a bird bath. And these are the flowers that she sent. And, you know, he's from Kansas, so nice sunflower. So I thought we would put a sunflower in there. And like I said, his favorite color was blue. So I dried carnation. So I thought we'd put that in there. And then I don't know what kind of flower these are. I'm sure Tim over at Base Resonator could tell me. But I thought we would float some of these in there. And make this look like a bird bath, but we're going to float these real flowers in here. And then when the Cardinal is done, he's going to sit on the side. What do you guys think? Pop. Pop, pop, pop. Oh, I see a bubble over there. But I think I want to put the sunflower in the center under the resin. What do you guys think about that? Because he was a Kansas native. So that's my plan, is to make this a bird bath. And then, of course, cardinals symbolize someone from heaven watching over you. And so I want to put the cardinal on the edge of the bird bath. And so that way her grandpa will always be looking over her. And then his flowers from his funeral will be inside the bird bath. What do you guys think? Think that's a good idea? I just thought it was kind of cool. So that's my plan, Stans. So that's where I'm at. I put this underneath my resin curing machine, which is what I always do to dry this out. I was going to seal the back of this real quick before I do anything. And this is what I use. It's by Upcycled. And so I'm just going to go ahead and seal the outside of this real quick. And how I do that is I just take a soft cloth, like a microfiber cloth, so now the outside is sealed. And then that goes in my laundry bucket. Okay, now I am going to wipe this edge just to make sure I didn't get any on it. All right, now I've mixed up my resin. I got two colors here that I'm going to mix together for my water, and that is the cerulean and the azure blue. Okay, I didn't let it finish because I just got to thinking I'm going to pour this in here, and it is going to make a ton of bubbles. There's a hair in here. So let's mix this stuff. Okay, y'all, we are bubble free. Here we go. So I said I wanted the sunflower in the middle, which is this one. Kill some of those bubbles. Just like that. And then let's see. Turn this one around. Like that. I don't know what these are, but they're cute. They have a little thingy on the bottom of them. Now, all right, y'all. We'll see you back for part 2 of this video. Hit that like button if you liked this part 1 part, and leave me a comment as to what you think about all this and if there's anything I should have done different. And if you haven't subscribed, you should. Remember to stay curious, stay creative, and stay positive. We'll see you on the next one, part 2. Bye.